Good morning students. So today I shall be discussing some problems in the exercises of chapter number 3, that is a revision tour to GUI programming using NetBeans. Now all of you visit page number 90 and refer to question number 18. The question says rewrite the following Java code using a switch case statement. Now this is the piece of Java code that they were talking about. And at present this piece of Java code has been constructed using the if-else construct. If the value coming out of the JText field 1 control using the getText method is equal to 1, then this variable option shall hold the value 1. As a result, then this particular if statement should hold true, and the statement beneath that shall get executed, which prints the text regular employee in a different JText field 2 control using the setText method. Again, if the value coming out of the JText field 1 control using the getText method is equal to 2, then this variable called option shall hold the value 2. And then this particular if statement shall hold true, which will then execute this Java statement that is beneath this if statement. This Java statement shall print the text on probation in a different text field control known as the JText field 2 control using the setText method. Again, if the value coming out of this JText field 1 control using the getText method is equal to 3, then this variable called option shall hold the value 3. And then this particular if statement should hold true, which will then print this text visiting faculty in a different text field control known as the JText field 2 control using the setText method. Again, if the value coming out of this JText field 1 control using the getText method is equal to 4, then this variable called option shall hold the value 4. And then this particular if statement shall hold true, which will then execute this Java statement that shall print this text on contract in a different JText field 2 control using the setText method. Now in case the value coming out of this JText field 1 control using the getText method is not 1, not 2, not 3 or not 4, then this variable option will not hold the value like 1, 2, 3 or 4. This variable option will then hold a different value other than 1, 2, 3 or 4. Now for any value other than 1, 2, 3 and 4, this else clause shall get executed, and this particular statement beneath this else clause shall print this text invalid option in a different control known as the JText field 2 control using the setText method. Now the question is that if we are to rewrite this entire piece of Java code that has been constructed using this if-else construct in the form of a switch case statement, then the entire piece of Java code will look somewhat like this. It starts with the switch statement where the parameter is option. The opening parenthesis and the closing parenthesis constitute the body of this switch case construct. When the value of the variable option is equal to 1, then switch option activates case 1, and then this particular Java statement which is beneath this if clause shall be added here followed by a break statement. In case the value of the variable option is equal to 2, then switch option shall activate case 2, which will then bring this particular Java statement beneath this if clause and add it here, followed by the break statement. In case if the value of the variable option is equal to 3, then switch option shall activate case 3, and then this particular Java statement which is beneath this if clause shall be added here along with the break statement. Again, in case if the value of the variable option is equal to 4, then switch option shall activate case 4, and then this particular Java statement which is beneath this if clause shall be added here along with the break statement. Else, if the value that has been extracted out of the text field control called JTextField1 and then supplied into this variable called option does not hold the values 1, 2, 3 or 4. So for any values other than 1, 2, 3 or 4 that will be supplied to this variable called option out of this JTextField1 control, this else clause shall execute this particular Java statement which is beneath this else clause. As a result, for any value for the variable option other than 1, 2, 3 or 4, this particular else clause shall get activated and the statement beneath the else clause, which is this particular Java statement, shall print the text invalid option in a different text field control known as the JTextField2 control using the setText method. And for that, switch option activates the default clause, where this default clause shall denote any value for this variable option which is different from 1, 2, 3 or 4. Say for example, if the value assigned to this variable option is 5, the default clause shall get executed. If the value assigned to this variable called option is 10, then also the default clause shall get executed. Again, if the value assigned to this variable called option is 15, again the default clause shall get executed. This is because for any value that is assigned to this variable option other than 1, 2, 3 or 4, this default clause shall get executed. And then this particular Java statement which is beneath this else clause shall be added under this default clause followed by this break statement. And in this way, this entire piece of Java code written using the if-else construct has been transformed into the switch case construct. Now I hope this is clear. So with this I end my presentation.